Hello, this is Keith with the Georgetown County School District, and today I'm going to show you how to use a feature in Google Calendar to schedule meetings or conferences. And so let's get right into it. I'm going to go up to the apps and I'm going to choose my Google Calendar and let it load. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of clicking into any of the dates that you could do, see, I could do that and click into the date, and I'm adding a title. So really what I'm doing there is I'm adding an event. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to go to March 3rd. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to click Create right here. I'm on March 3rd, but I'm going to create time, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to call this Reading Conferences. All right, now instead of it being an event or a task, I'm going to click Appointment Slots. And so when I click Appointment Slots, I'm going to change the date, and I'm going to make this March 3rd here. And I'm going to change the time and say from 9 a.m. until, let's say, noon, I will be doing conferences at 30 minutes each. Now I can change this up or down by minutes if I want to. I think 15 is too small a number. An hour might be too much. 30 minutes is probably good, and it gives you a little buffer on the other side before the next conference comes in. And I want this to appear on my calendar. Now you can actually create a whole nother calendar for this if you wanted to, but I want it to appear on my calendar so that when I am looking for these conferences to come up, I'm going to see them there. But you can choose to do something differently if you want to. Now I'm going to click Save here. Okay, so now you'll see on November 3rd, you'll see the reading conferences that are down here. Now, if I click on that, it's going to say, I've got reading conferences scheduled from 9 to 12 in 30-minute appointment slots. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and go to the appointment page for this calendar. And up here is the dates that I said that for March 3rd. So I'm going to click over here. And there's my March 3rd. Now that just shows that I'm blocking this time out. And these are the reading conferences. Now the nice thing about using it like this is if I use this link up at the top where it is the link to this particular conference calendar or the appointment slots, if I copy that and then I'm looking for a different profile. So I'm going to go up here to a personal profile. So this would be like you were sending it out to your parents. And I'm going to paste that in here. So that's the link that you would share with your parents. And when it comes up, when I go to the correct date over here, it's going to show the reading conferences. Now, if I decide I want to do this one, now what I should have done is put where this meeting is going to be, but right now all of them are probably going to be virtual. So you should have filled this out before. I'm just going to go ahead and fill it out now, and we'll say this is what we're going to be talking about, be about reading, and then I'm going to say save. And that appointment is now booked. Okay. Now you'll notice on the calendar it disappears from the parent's view because that time is no longer available. So they would have to choose a different time. That keeps you from having somebody try to book two at the same time. And that way you'll know what you want to do. Now in that description, you could also put, if you wanted to, you could actually put in here a link to a Google Meet or a Zoom if that's what you wanted to do. And I did not do that at this particular time, but I'm going to go back now. I'm going to close this one out, and I'm going to go back to the teacher side of this one, and I'll do a little refresh, and I'll go back over. And now I'll see that I have a 9 o'clock reading conference scheduled with Keith Brown on this day. It's going to be virtual. Here's the email that it came from, and the email is the other person, which is me as the teacher, is going to be involved with. So I hope this is something that you can use. Hope this has helped, and have a great day.